Hello guys and gals, it's your boy Spud here and I got another music review for you. Today, I am very proud to say that I will be reviewing J.Y Park's latest song, When We Disco. I've actually been really excited to talk about this song, and I've even made a reaction video, but I decided not to upload it. It really didn't add any value, and I'm not the type of person to just stare at the screen and overreact. I'm not really. So yeah, let's dive on in. When We Disco technically had two releases. The music video was released on August 11th, while the actual single was released on August 12th. And of course, the music label is JYP Entertainment, and if you didn't know that, well, maybe you should watch my other video talking about J.Y Park and JYP, because, yeah, educate yourselves. The song is actually a duet featuring ex-JYP artist slash Wonder Girl member, Sunmi. Did I say that right? Basically, this girl was part of JYP, she left, and yeah, they're collaborating together. There's a lot to be said about J.Y Park and his company when you have an ex-member willing to work with you even after leaving the company. That's a good company relation. So let's talk about the song itself. It's a known fact that J.Y Park loves R&B and Motown. And yes, this song is not either of those, but what is disco but a mainstream version of funk? And what is funk but a modified version of R&B? It all comes in full circle. The song opens with Sunmi singing, and it switches over to J.Y Park. I like how the audio has this kind of faded sound effect. It lets the listeners know that the singers are reminiscing about the good old days. And the use of the slow thumping bass is reminiscent of a classic 70s or 80s love ballad. So within the first 30 seconds, this song has already given me a lot of information. That's how you compose a song. At this point, we get into the first verse, and this is where we hear the D-I-S-C-O. It's a little weird to say this, but it's great to hear something so refreshing, yet so familiar. It's retro, dude. Or, I guess I should say it's groovy, baby. Out of sight. Dynamite. Actually, one of my favorite parts of the song is when JYP and Sunmi both spell out disco. It's so simple, yet effective. And it reminds me of the good old days of listening to Aretha Franklin's Respect. I'm not that old. I wasn't even born. My parents weren't even together. Moving to the pre-chorus, it's nothing out of the ordinary, but it is a nice build-up. And I do appreciate the toning down of the background music and letting J.Y Park's voice really shine through. And this is when we get into the chorus, which is incredibly catchy. This is the theme of the song. Everything in this song is catchy. It's disco. But as much as I love it, there is one complaint that a lot of people probably will have. That being, the chorus is incredibly similar to the rest of the song. It's basically the same rhythm, same beat throughout the entire song. And yes, I recognize that, and I'm sure J.Y Park realizes this too. After all, he is taking inspiration from funk, specifically disco. And for those who aren't familiar with disco, disco pretty much follows the same exact form. But like I said before, it doesn't bother me, but I can understand why people may not like it. Now the thing that's really holding this song together are the two singers, J.Y Park and Sunmi. And yes, one singer is putting in more work than the other. Can you guess who it is? And while I love Sunmi, I feel that J.Y Park's singing resonated with me more. J.Y Park has more soul in his voice, and Sunmi is more, how should I put it, straightforward. Of course, this could have been done on purpose to prevent the song from becoming too overbearing, but I was a little disappointed that Sunmi didn't take her voice further. But we kind of do get a Sunmi moment when we switch into the bridge and Sunmi is taking the lead. She sounds decent, but I'm just not feeling it. Even when she's taking the lead, J.Y Park is singing in the background and he's still overshadowing Sunmi. And with this being a duet, I want to hear the strength of both singers. And you're just not getting it that much with Sunmi. Also, before switching back into the chorus, we get this weird offbeat key change. When I first heard it in the MV, I didn't really think much of it because there was a separation between the song and like a small cutscene. I don't think that's the right terminology, but I'm sure you know what I mean. And then it abruptly jumped into the key change. I was fairly certain that in the actual track, this would sound a lot smoother. And no, it's not smooth at all. It just sounds weird. And no matter how many times I listen to this song, it still sounds weird to me. I just can't get used to it. Anyway, we go back to the main chorus with a new key change. I believe it's the minor key. I don't know the exact key though. I can't tell. And to end up the song, we get the chorus's background music. No vocals, just the chorus playing in the background. And it ends. Very disco. Now that I've talked about the good and the bad of the song, let's give this a score. I'm giving J.Y Park's When We Disco a 3 out of 5 spuds. I absolutely love the song, but after listening to it constantly on repeat, I've had a chance to really hear some of the flaws. And for me, the biggest thing that brings down the song is Sunmi's singing. It's good, but it's just not matching with J.Y Park. And then there's that weird transition I was talking about earlier when it goes from the bridge into the last chorus. As for the repetitive nature of the song, that's actually something I really enjoy because that's something I expect from a disco song. And J.Y Park's singing is smooth and soulful. It's like a knife cutting through butter. Although this song isn't in my top 5 songs for J.Y Park, it's still a fun, chill, upbeat song. Just sit back, relax, reminisce about the good old days. Although I'm sure half of my viewers aren't even 15. Okay guys, now we've reached the part of the video where I ask you some questions. Do you guys like When We Disco, or do you hate it? Also, what do you think about Sunmi singing in the song? Do you think she's up to par? Is she or is she? Also, if you like the video, be sure to smash the like button, and then, if you really like it, please subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified for any future videos that I upload, as I do upload every week. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter. And as always, enjoy life, enjoy music, peace.